I'm back. Welcome to the review board where nothing escapes my judgment. Sorry it's been such a long hiatus since I posted a video, but I actually encountered some laptop problems. I was experiencing some severe overheating issues that pretty much anything outside of checking Facebook or my email was just out of the question. Watching videos, shooting video, none of that was an option. But thanks to a early birthday present for myself, I am now the proud owner of a Alienware M18X laptop. So after taking all day today to get back up to full strength, that isn't going to be happening again. We're ready to go one more time. So I just came back from Baltimore from attending Otakon 2011. This is one of the biggest anime conventions on the East Coast, and rightfully so, because everything is huge here. And I'm going to go ahead and touch on that for a little bit. When I say it's huge, I mean it's huge. The baddest and the best cosplays are out in force. If you're looking for a convention where you're going to see some really, really cool costumes, Otakon is definitely the place to go. I saw so many things that just blew my mind at this convention that I was just like, how, like, I'm paid to go to conventions, so how the hell are you pulling this off? And some of the ones I'll mention, like, obviously we saw a Spartan running around, Master Chief from Halo, like, we see a couple of those every year. The one that I'm going to mention that I think has gotten the most recognition, that I think deserves the most recognition, was somebody showed up as fucking RoboCop. And, I mean, this guy looked like he just stepped right off the damn movie screen. He looked amazing. Now, I wasn't able to see him in person, but I did get a picture of him. It's not the best quality picture, but it was the only one I could really find, because I scoured the internet for this guy. It's on my Facebook, along with all the other photos that I've taken over the weekend. Definitely check him out when you get a chance. Now, when I say this place is huge, I mean it. It's held in the Baltimore Convention Center, and that's essentially 2 buildings worth. It's a building here, and then you have a walkway connecting to the damn Hilton, which is where we were staying for the weekend. So almost 3 buildings, except not much goes on over in the Hilton. Excuse me. But there is always something to do at this place. Whether it be panels, walking around taking pictures, attending gatherings, the dances, the raves, the Oda Cafe. Oda Cafe is probably one of the places I hang out the most at Otakon, because it's basically open mic karaoke all day and night. And me being a singer and performer, naturally I would flock to that. The game room is definitely one of the biggest game rooms on the East Coast. They have games you've never even seen before up in that game room. So it's definitely a treat to go check that out. But a few things I will touch on that are kind of negative is the fact that when you have a big convention like this, you also get a very big price tag. Everything is ungodly expensive at Otakon, especially food. With how big this convention is, there's a lot of walking around, and when it's in the dead of summer, it gets hot. And I mean really hot. Friday and Saturday, I want to say it was around 104, 105 degrees, which really wasn't making me all that happy, because all the photo shoots I had for the weekend were outside. So I wasn't really too pleased with that. But everybody has like that little inner con schedule in them on how their body operates while they're at a convention. For me, at smaller conventions, I'm eating probably about 2 to 3 times a day just to keep in a healthy habit, because not eating is just definitely not a good idea at a convention. You need to keep your energy up. But because how hot it was and how many calories I was burning and just how much sweat was rolling off of me because I had to walk around in this ungodly heat in these very, very heat-sensitive costumes, I was eating anywhere between 3 to 5 times a day, whether it be just a light snack or just a full-blown meal. I'd have breakfast in the morning, walk around for a couple hours. Damn, I need to eat. or I'm going to pass out, eat again 2 hours later, damn, I need to eat, or I'm going to pass out, you are definitely going to get a workout at Otakon, because driving, not an option. You are going to be walking everywhere you go. Now, one of the bigger problems that you need to watch out for when it comes to Otakon is always stay with a group of friends. Do not walk around by yourself, especially in downtown Baltimore. It is just not a good idea. There are a lot of homeless people out there, a lot of gangsters out there. I say gangsters, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I'm using that term broadly just for undesirable people that you probably don't want to run into. Now, I've had the finger pointed at me a couple times for this because I don't necessarily follow my own advice. So, like, you'll see me wandering around by myself a lot, but if you're going to wander around by yourself, make sure that you are able to defend yourself if the not the opportunity, but if the moment arises that you have to defend yourself, make sure that you can. Like, I myself, I'm overweight, but I'm far from out of shape. I've already had a couple instances where bums have tried to assault me at Otakon, and I was able to not really kick their ass, but fend them off long enough to get away. And hell, when it comes to Baltimore, I don't even walk around without a knife. So definitely make sure that your senses are on full alert when you go there, especially when you're by yourself. Lastly, and this is just a personal thing for me, if you're going to go to this convention, bathe. Please bathe. There are enough people at this convention that are walking around that just smell to high heaven because they're not bathing. What we affectionately call con funk, where these people are staying up, doing whatever, and they're not taking the time to take a damn 10-minute shower, and they just smell like reeking death for the rest of the weekend. And it's one of those things where, like, say you go to the rave, or you go to one of the dance, or you go to one of the big gatherings, or the masquerade, and so many of these people have walked around for the entire weekend, haven't taken a damn shower, didn't even bother rubbing a stick of deodorant in their armpits, and you just walk into the room and this just wave of nastiness just hits you in the face, and it automatically makes you turn around and just walk the other direction. If you're gonna go, exercise hygiene, I beg of you. But all in all, it's a good convention. Me and Nicole actually did wind up leaving early. We had actually shown up Wednesday night instead of Thursday night like we usually would, because there was this Sakura Matsuri festival that she wanted to attend, and that wasn't bad. I mean, there wasn't really much there. I had a little bit of fan service for me. Johnny Young Bosch, who used to be Adam for the Power Rangers, who later became a voice actor and then a singer with his own band, he actually performed there, and I got to sit there and chit-chat with him for a little while and got some autographs for Nicole and Nikki and all that. So that was really cool. I didn't get to have a picture with them because they weren't really doing pictures, but the fact that I just got to sit there and talk with them a while was really, really cool. But big conventions are awesome, so if you're looking to check out a big convention, this is definitely the one to go to. I prefer smaller conventions just simply because it leaves more opportunity to hang out with my friends. At a smaller convention, we're always running into each other, so we're always hanging out and all that. At a bigger convention, yeah, I'll probably see the good chunk of my friends, but I'll only see them for about a few minutes at a time. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do my shout-outs right now. Nicole, Stacy, I'm glad the three of us got to hang out for the majority of the weekend, and I'm glad the three of us are meshing well together, so I'm looking forward to that later on down the road. Richard, I cannot thank you enough for bending over backwards as much as you did this weekend, letting me stay with you, and especially staying with you for free. You did everything you could to make sure I had a good weekend, being that my last Otakon was just an absolute nightmare. So thank you so much for everything you did. Dee Dee, it's always a pleasure to see you. So, and I'm definitely glad you and Nicole got along so well. So I hope your friendship with her flourishes, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Michael, this was the first time meeting you. I won't lie. When I first met you, within the first couple hours, I wanted to punch you in the face. But you turned out to be a really cool guy, so I'm really glad we met, and I look forward to seeing you again. Afro and Tyrone, y'all were the two I saw the most out of the entire weekend. So, Afro, you know I love hanging out with you, and we talk all the time, so I'm really glad we had a chance to hang out for a little while. Tyrone, you're pretty much the only person out of my group of friends that shares my love for fighting games like I do. So you and I always have that special connection, so I'm really glad that we got to hang out for a little while. And Evolution 2012, don't worry, buddy, we're going to make it happen. One way or another, we're going to get there, and we're going to compete, and we're going to steamroll everybody. Simone, I'm glad you were able to hang out with me for a little while, and it essentially stayed drama-free. You get a little extra kudos for the fact that, like, I sent out that mass text telling everybody, hey, getting ready to leave, come say bye to me. You were pretty much the only one that showed up. Not holding that against anyone, but I guess you could say you get honorable mention for that. Tia, I only ran into you at the Artist Alley, which was understandable. You were working, but I'm glad we were able to chit-chat for a little while and got along okay. So look forward to that later on. Kyle, Nikki J, Charles, Will, Nathan, Pat, Dana, I'm very happy that I got to see all of you, and look forward to seeing y'all again later on in the future. Overall outlook for Otakon, my judgment. Sorry, I have people IMing me over here. My overall judgment for Otakon, it's a good convention. It's a big convention. If you're going with a group of friends, stay with your group of friends, or you may not have that good of a time. Be prepared to spend money. When it comes to a convention schedule, the things that you really need to factor in is hotel room, money for badge, gas, parking, and food. This convention was by far the most I had ever spent food-wise, because nothing is cheap in Baltimore. It really isn't. Always something to do there. If it's as hot as it was this past weekend, later on down the road, might I suggest that if you're going to cosplay light costumes, nothing heavy, nothing that's going to make you drop out from heat exhaustion or dehydration, or just don't cosplay at all. If you're going to go, just go for the ambiance of it. Don't go to have people take your picture. Or if you need to have your picture taken all that bad, do some light costumes. Like, I'm pretty sure the guy walking around as RoboCop had a 3-man escort with him at all times for a damn reason. Upcoming projects. Definitely be stay tuned, because more reviews will be coming. I'll probably kick off the new reviews with Bleach Soul Resurrection. That comes out relatively soon. I'll probably be doing some DVD reviews of Paul and the unrated version of Your Highness. Once I get a little more time to sit and write about it, I'll probably do a review of Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. That's going to be a lot to take in, so I'll probably need time to prepare for that. Once again, if anybody has any experience with video editing or anything like that, be sure to drop me a line. I'm always looking for a way to improve the videos so it's more entertaining for all of you. I found this thing on GameStop recently that allows you to record your game footage in HD, so I'll probably be picking that up in an attempt to show game footage of the stuff that I'm reviewing. So definitely stay tuned. I'm going to have a lot more coming. I'm going to try and get one out at least once a week. So definitely stay tuned. This has been the Review Board, where nothing escapes judgment.